Good morning, dear colleagues. I'm happy to take part in the Congress today. And thank you so much, dear organizers, for inviting me. Because the International Congress on Recycling Economy and Sustainability Policies is actually one of the relevant events due to the topic that we are going to discuss today. Let me share my slides and I will start. I would like to be very precise in my ideas today. The title that I chose for my speech is The Circular Fortune Revolution. The main idea is the hypothesis that I would like to work on today is actually about how can we contribute into the circular economy development through what measures, through what instruments, what are the steps for that? And actually, we need to start from the very beginning, from the micro level. And it means that every single person, every single individual should be interested in that kind of transformation. And how can we do that? What is the most important motivation? What is the most working motivation that we can give to a person in order to take those steps in the circular economy development? And of course, 100% it is about wealth. It is about fortune. So the main idea is that the recycling economy is the greatest wealth creation and risk mitigation strategy of our lifetime. I'm going to prove it, and I would like you to pay attention to the main slogan that I have in my life is that I don't see a green future. I see a smart, profitable, and resilient one. And how to get there for everyone, for every person on this planet, and for the corporate world, and for the states and the governments, and for the regions, and for the units like governments and countries, and for the entire world in general. We all know that the linear economics can be presented in the way take, make, waste. And we need to spend a lot of time, efforts, money dealing with the financial vulnerability and resource depletion. This linear model on the micro level for every single individual will look like earn, spend, and save if you have something to save, if something is remaining, if something left. Linear systems are inherently unstable because they depend on infinite resources in a finite world. And we need just to find out how to use those finite resources, how to make them finite and enjoy the entire process. In comparison to the linear economy, the circular economy has a lot of advantages. And when we take a look at the entire idea of that, we will find out that for the corporate world, there are a lot of benefits, and we can call that balance sheet optimization. The process for the corporate world, and for the personal level, for the personal finance, the circular model transforms the linear economics approach into earn, invest, regenerate. And I would like you to take a look at three main steps that we need to take in order to make it a reality. The first step is about financial material flow analysis. What does it mean? It means that traditional budgeting focuses on the categories in financial area, on the categories of spending. Circular financial analysis focuses on value retention and regeneration potential. What does it mean? It means that we have a lot of waste, like much more than necessary, and we can individually reduce that amount. And therefore, we will increase the efficiency. Therefore, we will increase our wealth only by doing this absolutely simple act. What are the practical tools for that? If we use spreadsheets for any kind of personal budgeting, as an example, what do we need instead of that? We can use any kind of IT tools that are created, and there are multiple or thousands of them, right, which are available for us. Why? For what? Point number one, because it takes less time. Point number two, the efforts of analyzing, of getting that in order, or data that we are working on, like during our analysis, is going to be a little bit tiresome, right? Instead of that, when we put a certain specific amount of data in our IT tool, it's going to analyze the entire set of processes for us, write down all the strategies and all the conclusions related to the data we submitted there. The result will be we have much more time for relax, for creating any kind of skills, for training courses, for any positive and valuable activity we would like to get. What about the subscriptions that we have in our phone and don't use? Multiple of them, a lot. I think that every single person will find those subscriptions that have no value for us at all. What do we need to do? We need to delete them. We need to cancel them immediately. This is our first step in order to design out waste from our personal economy. This is on the micro level. Let's take a look at the same completely situation on the macro level. On the international level, it works like that. The first step that we need to take, we need to reduce the unnecessary waste, the unnecessary points, objects, and whatever we call it, in order to clean the space. Step number two, redesign your income products. If we're talking about individuals, again, from the micro level to the macro level, what does it mean? It means that in circular economy, the products become services, and it's true. If we take a look at the entire ideas, how to build the wealth, what are we going to find? We're going to find three main steps. Step number one, identify the skills. What a person can do easily. For example, design expertise, writing ability, specialized knowledge, anything that can anyone can get value from. Then choose the platform where the digital asset can be created and distributed to the population. Number three, create infinite assets, like transform the skills into templates, ebooks, mini courses, any kind of a product that could have potential value for people and can be sold. What is it? What have we done right now? We created that kind of circular product, an asset that can be reused and sold infinitely, generating passive income streams that compound over time. This initial effort creates lasting value that continues working for an individual. What is the main idea of this particular step is that to find out all the possible circular products available for this person in order to get the passive income. Passive income is something that is truly necessarily to build as a financial consultant. I truly believe in this. There is no other way for individuals. If we turn that into macro level, what are we going to have? We are going to have the entire structure based on completely the same principles, completely the same, very simple steps, which will be organized in the most efficient way. It depends on the industry. It depends on the initial conditions of the country. It depends on the region. There are so many specific features will be here that will be here. But in general, the entire idea is completely the same. Step number three that we need to take a look at is invest in regenerative assets. And the regenerative investment philosophy tells us that the circular economy invests in systems that restore and enhance natural capital. The circular financial plan on micro level, on macro level, must invest in assets that restore and grow the wealth autonomously. Practical action, what do we need to do? The first one is to create a list of ETFs that we can use for the entire investment portfolio. Any companies that are involved anyhow in circular economy practices, in the climate change issues, in absolutely any sphere related anyhow to the regenerative assets, is in the sphere of our interest. Don't feel pressured by that kind of suggestions right now. Why? Because regenerative assets, they don't preserve the wealth for any kind of individuals. They actively create new value while solving environmental challenges. And this slogan should be put in the core, in the foundation of all the steps that we are going to take here. This works for individual level, this works for the personal level, and besides that, for the corporate level as well. What is the skyrocket today? Is it digital technologies? We have some doubts here. Is it circular economy trends? Yes, in majority of cases, yes. That's why the step number 3 is one of the most crucial things in general. So I would like you to take a look at the combination of step number 1, step number 2, and step number 3. Consider them as the whole system, as the algorithm that we can implement in our daily practice, both on micro level and macro level. And as a result, what are we going to have? We are going to build the entire circular fortune framework, which consists of 4 main elements or 4 main stages. Stage number 1, we need to take a look at the expenses we take for our living, for our transportation, all those problems with the emissions, all those problems with carbon footprint that we have right now, we need to take care of, and we need to be very attentive to this point as well. The second point, circularize our core assets. What does it mean? It means that energy efficient housing and transportation strategies should be optimized. It will give us some additional resources, some additional opportunities to increase the wealth that we have already built. Then we need to collaborate and advocate for a system change. It means that every single individual should put their efforts in the same process. And what is the motivation that we just discussed in the very beginning for them to do that? The motivation, the best possible motivation, is that to give them the opportunity to earn from those activities. And if the consumer makes that kind of decisions, the result will be much, much better and higher. And of course, compound the impact on micro level, on macro level, we will have the entire system which motivates itself, right? And the circular economy actually gains exponential power through repetition and time. So sustainable choices that are made every single day on a regular basis, then eliminated waste that we're working on every single day as well, and strategic investment compounds. The wealth will be built, and a more stable and abundant future will be created for the circular economy. This is true. A few words about the mathematics of circular wealth. Let's take a look at that. By 2030, it is projected that the circular economy market will be around $2.5 trillion, and it will be achieved. The result will be achieved in the cost reduction as well. Take a look at 23%. Valuable number, right? And resource efficiency will be increased up to 45% by getting the improvement in resource productivity through different types of techniques that we consider as very important nowadays. For individual investors in this mathematics, we see that the most significant wealth creation opportunity we are in right now since the digital revolution. Why am I saying that? Because as I mentioned in the very beginning, the only thing that can motivate our entire world to move in this direction without any excuses or without any exceptions, without any excuse, is to get a return, better return, much higher than something else can give us. And as a final step, I would like you to take a look at the roadmap that demonstrates the entire idea from the very beginning till the end. What can we do in the short term? Like quick number one, we need to eliminate the amount of waste we have in our life, complete the financial material flow analysis, cancel all the wasteful subscriptions, and calculate carbon footprint that we have in our housing, in our transportation means, and so on. Month number one. Let's take a look at the asset creation. We need to launch our first digital asset or circular income stream. How can we do that? We can do our own research, and paper trade circular economy investments will be there. We need to start moving in this direction. Then in the quarter, for example, portfolio transition, if we are interested in investment, up to 25% of our portfolio should be devoted to the regenerative assets. Only this. And of course, as a result, in the at the end of the year, we will find the system integration. We will achieve full circular financial system integration, starting from the micro level, moving into the macro level, and the entire round system will be created. Success here will depend only on the execution, patience, and rapid checking, maybe from time to time. The circular economy rewards long-term thinking and systematic implementation. And this particular idea is devoted to the changes in our thinking. We are going to adapt our mindset in order to move on with the ideas that we are discussing here. And as a result, I would like you to take a look at the quote that I like the most related to this area. The treasure isn't hidden in a landfill. It's hidden in a new way of thinking. The way we start moving in this direction will show us, will help us to build that kind of blueprint for financial optimization and for the entire process of circular economy creation. The future belongs to those who recognize the sustainability and profitability, that they are the same strategies. I wanted to start my speech with this, but right now it's time to announce that sustainability, let's take a look at that, and profitability, those are the strategies that are highly famous in the economic sphere, related to all the industries and all the areas, right? But if we take a look at the circular economy, we should believe in that fact that sustainability and profitability are completely the same. We cannot divide them into pieces. And the moment we get this idea, the moment we implement that in our practice and everyday activities, we will get the entire idea of circular economy and how to move on with this in the future. I'm done. Thank you so much. I hope this Congress is going to be insightful, full of ideas, full of discussions. Dear colleagues, I was really happy and honored to be invited and to spend time with you. Thank you.